Alright, we're back with more Xenoblade. While on break, I found out that apparently my chat's set to only... it won't allow anyone to comment within like the first... Hold on, let me read this back so I make sure I get this right. Whoop. So yeah, apparently my settings are restricted so that new followers can't chat for a day, and more than that, only followers can send messages. Like, I don't like. So when I took my break from streaming, I came back. A bunch of settings had changed. I got like 1 million notifications, and I have noticed, like, for example, there was that automod saga where every like very mild profanity was getting caught, and I had to keep on allowing very basic terms like ass. But now it seems, yeah, this whole time haven't allowed non-followers to leave comments, and like, to be frank, I don't get enough viewership and like engagement on these streams to be limiting that. So it's kind of annoying that was set on as, I guess, a default. So I turned off some settings, and I'm hoping that changes something, but I'm gonna have to look into it more carefully after the stream. So I have to cut down bots. Yeah, what it could be is that maybe I got some bots at some point back in the day when I was streaming before, and I turned on a setting for security reasons. And I just, because it's been so long, I forgot about it. But like, that's annoying. I've been streaming for like 8 weeks now, and people probably could have been commenting more if I had noticed that. Anyways, that's enough about Twitch and streaming. We're Xenoblading. But yeah, going back to that scene that just happened a bit ago, I do like how the friction of Shulk's character is that he is autism be damned, that boy can wield the Monado. Like, he doesn't have the social awareness that Theora desires. Man, Shulk's great. I'm remembering some stuff from later in the game now. Xenoblade's so good. I really gotta try 2 and 3, but like, my terrible, terrible brain disease is always there to remind me, you can't play 2 until you've beaten 1. You can't play 3 until you've beaten 2 and Torna the Golden Country, and so on and so forth. Kind of noticed, but a lot of protags in Xeno games are like hella awkward. I feel like the word's not coming to me, but like, that's, I imagine, part of the whole like human experience theme that comes with Xeno games.
Right, let's do this. Let me at him. Boom. Upper. Take this. Eat this. Right, you're a lifesaver. How good are we?
No, I got too much aggro on me.
Eat this.
A really crazy thing happening with this game, where because I'm not doing side quests, we haven't encountered any disproportionately insane high-level monsters with crazy names. There have been no territorial Rothbarts or anything like that. I get it's just shonen protag syndrome, but man, it's weird. It's happened like 9 times in a row. What, like the awkward protagonist thing in Xeno games? At that point, it might just be that they have a type. Rabbit diode. So true. Man, there's even like some lag when you open up the menu before you can actually like move anything because it's just loading everything in. The poor Wii. I hope this doesn't damage my Wii U. That would be rough. Hooray! I got an agility up gem. Gems were one of the mechanics in this game I never really got into. I always felt like their effects were a bit underwhelming. Like I did a bunch of the gem fusion stuff. Like to me, to you, to me, to you. But then like it'd be like, oh, you did great. Here's like a fractionalized percentage of increase it for like ether damage or whatever. Like this game's a bit too macro scale to like really get a lot out of like plus 11% ether damage or whatever. Gems don't matter until endgame, postgame. Not worth engaging with until then. Yeah, it's a shame because I like to customize like that, but like they just don't offer that meaningful of a thing. So yeah, this is something that really stuck with me. I love the idea of a skill tree being personality traits. I think that's so much fun. Like, if anything, I'd love to see this like done even more thoroughly. Oh, what the heck? Because I love the idea of a character manifesting as gameplay mechanics. And yeah, the shapes of these are what let you then equip traits from other characters onto others by spending affinity coins. So you can like share in everyone's personality traits. Really encourages you to do heart-to-hearts and make sure you do the QTEs right. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I will always go hard on any kind of affinity building thing in a game. Like that's just the good feeling.
You forgot something.
How?
You will be needing the transport cases.
How?
Right?
How did you do this?
Fiora.
I'm coming along as well. I'd feel better going with you boys than sitting at home worrying about you. So, let's get moving.
Like, her showing up makes a lot of sense if you stop and do a bunch of quests, but how did she get there before them? Alright, full party. Right, you spend morale to revive. That's important to remember. You press up to do it. Oh, you know what? I think one of the things I forgot was how to do a chain attack. Back when I tried to go back to the game. Yeah, there are story memos, but that wasn't really the problem I had. Oh yeah, and it shows you where in the body they are. Oh yeah, there is that whole thing with like different monster senses.
This power will help me protect Shulk.
We can't lose.
There we go.
I'm
Got the
gonna
big
go all
QT.
out.
You can tell because the like heat image, whatever you're gonna call that, is more opaque.
Wow, down. How good are we?
Stronger.
Bong. I'm powering up. Backslash.
We can do it.
Split edge.
I know we can. I can do it. I know that's gotta hurt.
Fiora. Awesome.
Ah,
I'm gonna go all
still
out.
got something.
Stronger.
This ain't good.
Power.
Oh damn,
I really like our vibe.
they're really not doing great.
Ain't that
I know I can.
powering up. Take this. Come on. Okay. Just one more left. Now it's right time. Not gonna make it.
I'm sorry.
We haven't lost yet. Fiora, glad you're around.
I'm sorry.
Damn it, she's down again. I got no more morale.
Backslash.
No, that was a backslash.
Yeah.
Don't think this is gonna work out personally.
Light heal. Let's go. This isn't going well.
It sure isn't. Another new experience, considering, again,
Light heal.
usually you do quests in this game.
This isn't going well. Wah! All right, I'm feeling it. Ah! Slit edge. Not good. I'm losing it.
Like this really dramatic music for a bunnet fight.
Light heal.
Yeah, no quests and no gear upgrades whatsoever.
Stream it. We can definitely do this. Take this. Yeah.
Yeah! Winner. Alright, maybe I should invest in gems in this case. Maybe this is a place that calls for it. Ether's not going to do them any good at all, is it? Like, I don't even think Fiora can do ether stuff. Never mind Shulk or Ryan, or yeah, Shulk might.
Even stronger.
That hits the slot. Yeah, a good reason to invest in gems. You get the experience points for it. Oh right, ether will be good for his heal. Right. I wonder, it might have enough points to like upgrade an art slightly. Yeah, I've got enough for exactly one. Oh, Fiora's behind though. So Fiora can daze. This is actually like a decently substantial upgrade. It's not like it's very like the 0.8 second cooldown reduction isn't amazing, but going to up to a max of 194 heal is good for one upgrade. Kicking Kedley, how's it going? Oh, it's my favorite game of all time. Have you ever played this game before? Yeah, I haven't beaten it myself. I've spent an obsessive amount of time getting in, not that far into it, doing every quest and everything, but I've watched Let's Plays and stuff, so I know everything that happens in it, but I've never gotten back around to beating it with my own hands. It's definitely not the best version to play. I have the definitive edition as well. I do have some things about this version I prefer, though. Damn, Ryan's already got a lot of stuff. Draw aggro, topple. Topple is useful. Or lowers damage. Mighty Punch. Alright, Hammer Beat seems like the way to start off, at least. You're not really supposed to do every quest. Yeah, I know. That's the problem. I have to. It feels wrong to not do all that stuff, especially because the thing that really makes it so addictive to me is the like affinity chart. Whoops. Where you can like map out all the bonds between every character. That's what really makes me obsessed with doing everything I can.
We can't lose!
I'm gonna go all out.
Leave it to Ryan!
I'm feeling pretty good.
Don't mess with the best. Let's stay focused.
Right, let's keep going.
Definitive Edition fixes how quests work and makes them way simpler too. Yeah, I don't remember all the changes to Definitive Edition. I only play a little bit of it. But it does smooth out quite a few things. Especially, as I mentioned near the start of the stream, they made the menu not terrible. Because the main game, like this version of the game, this menu is really not great. The worms command me to do them. Exactly.
We can't lose!
Good luck,
Probably was a
everyone.
really bad idea, actually. I think I should get out of here. They made a very...
I can't. Go on.
Beware of unique monsters, yeah. Well, that's my favorite thing. This is a super relaxing game to me. I love doing them, but I hear people complain about them a lot, so I'm poised to think people are confused about the design. I love having a huge game where I can just go quest and fill it with passively. Yeah, no. The problem with this game, the reason that made me drop it, was that it was too good and I wanted to do everything. It's not like I was like, oh man, another quest. It's like, oh boy, another quest. And so like I would go for so long without making any progress. So like, I don't know how many hours exactly I got, but I did not get far into the game overall. I do also kind of have now an issue of like, I'm not sure if I want to play this version or the definitive edition to completion, because realistically I'm probably not going to do both. And like, I don't know, there's kind of a unique experience to having and playing this old version. Oh, I just missed it entirely. Oof. But the quality of life of definitive edition is definitely a huge plus. For one thing, it's really nice how Definitive Edition made it so you can stock your experience points, so you can do the quests and not end up super over-leveled. Another thing that's nice is the positional indicators that let you know when your like side slashes and back slashes and whatnot are gonna trigger.
Make it. We haven't lost yet. Yeah! We can definitely do this. Thanks.
Need a better heal than this, I feel, but
I can't.
oh my god. By the way, if you're curious, I've been super mainlining this. Haven't done a single quest, which has led to very tough fights. Has led to my tank dying very quickly, which I'm not used to. Unless you're gonna do the new story in DE, probably just stick to this. So the new story can be done separately though, can't it? And like, yeah, I don't know. The thing is, I do want to know everything about Xenoblade because I want to do 2 and 3 and the DLCs for both of those.
I'm powering up.
I feel
Eat this. We can definitely do this.
do it. I know I can.
Glad you're around. Now it's right time.
Way to go.
Hammer Blizzard! Okay, now we're getting started. And nothing's gonna stop us. Alright, I'm feeling it. I'm powering up. Ha! Boom! Ha! We can definitely do this. Hammer! Feet! Wah! Eat this! Come on, Fiora, get up! Wow, down! Man didn't even break a sweat. Cool, let's keep this up.
Oh, that's a bunch of gear, actually. Let's see if anyone can be improved a bit. Give a little bit of an edge, because I think I need it. I like the models in Definitive Edition. I like the colors the original sometimes, but expressions and emotion in the remake models are way more effective. Oh, I actually disagree with that. There are certain scenes that I directly compare where the original has much more exaggerated expressions that are much easier to read, and they're very, very downplayed in Definitive Edition, which is a very common thing when you do model swaps for remasters. My theory, based on like an educated guess, is that you have to reduce the parameters when you do that to avoid visual bugs. Xenoblade 3 is one of the best games I've ever played. I love the dark story and death and life and how capitalism is evil and we need to kill the elites to change the system. No compromises. Yeah, Xenoblade's awesome. Wow, what? Why did that happen again? My Wiimote must just be on the way out, because this was happening last night with, last time when I was doing Pandora's Tower and then Dunchuck was disconnecting sometimes. So I guess it is just the Wiimote, which sucks. This is my golden Skyward Sword Wiimote. I don't want this to stop working. It's cool. It's like a Final Fantasy X PS2 and Final Fantasy X remaster. Okay, yeah, the Final Fantasy X remaster though is like a very distinct downgrade with not much to offer on its own merits, versus like Colony Cap. What is it? It's not wearing anything. Like, yeah, Xenoblade Definitive Edition is at least going for a certain style. Okay, this isn't much. The battle leggings. I do really like, though, that all of these gear slots have a different look. I love it when games actually let the stuff change. It's weird that there's actually a lot of DS games specifically that let you really change up your gear.
Right, let's do this.
I'm gonna go all out.
Let me at 'em.
I disagree. It's a lot less over the top, I guess, but the neural model is very well done. It's not a Final Fantasy X situation at all. I mean, it's not. It's definitely not Final Fantasy X, but I think it does fall into some of the same pitfalls that remasters do. And the animations are a lot more nuanced, and the new one showed deeper emotion in the eyes. So they did redo some of the animation. I know that, or at least I'm pretty sure that they redid the lip sync, for example. So like it's not like it is just a flat model swap, which is good, because when you do flat model swaps, it can create problems. And like it's clearly going for something, but like I just honestly like how this works, like how this looks more, and I wish that the remaster was just a like more polished version of this look. Like I said earlier in the stream, I think that the definitive edition should have looked like Final Fantasy XII, because that's basically what this aesthetic is.
Fiora, nice one. Hey, don't hog all the glory.
I'm gonna go all out. I feel
All together now. I'm powering up.
I can do it.
Come on.
I know I can. Okay, final push, guys.
Now it's right.
Do it. Power smash.
All right, time for a chain attack.
Oh, okay. I was wondering what was going on there. Say most stuff is better, but I like the emotive eyes in OG. Yeah, a big thing with the mouths in this version is they open much wider. Like there are some moments where the mouth is like twice as open as it is in the definitive edition. And like it gives it kind of a stylized vibe. By the way, the reason so many Kingdom Hearts fans or Xenoblade fans is that it's the only series that matches the emotion and cutscene quality. Xenoblade cutscenes are the best in the business in terms of cinematic framing and camera work and music, of course. I mean, yeah, it's got Yoko Shimomura. Yeah, there's like a whole color thing. Like the thing is, Definitive Edition is trying to bring it more in line with the more cel-shaded anime kind of look that 2 and 3 have. And I think that's fine, that's fair to do. But I like the more realistic look they go for in this game. And like I feel like, especially like, I'm really not a fan of the new Fiora design. I like her more mundane look in this game. Hold on, I should probably read this more carefully. When carrying out a chain attack, you can select arts for the 3 party members of the party to perform. During a chain attack, any arts that were still in cooldown phase will be available regardless. Using arts of the same color consecutively during a chain attack raises the level of damage or recovery. Decide what type of chain attack to perform based on the circumstances. Talent arts will chain with any color, so try out different combinations. After the third party member uses their art, Chain Link may be activated. When this occurs, press B at the right moment and one party member will be able to use an additional art. Increase affinity to power up Chain Link. The deeper the affinity between party members, the easier it is to activate Chain Link. If you're lucky, you can activate Chain Link up to 15 times in a row. Every time another art is used in the Chain Link, there is a chance the Chain Link will be activated again.
Alright, I'm feeling it. Let's do this.
Nope.
Right! I know! Ah! Fiora!
Alrighty! Power smash!
Alright.
We did it!
Good chain attack, guys.
There's
You did it.
nothing around here that can beat us.
Piece of cake!
Oh, was that a piece of gear for Ryan? Hold on. Look like normal people living in a world rather than capital M main characters. Yeah, I do think that just the more grounded look suits Xenoblade in terms of its like story and setting and all that kind of stuff. Oh, I'm a bit turned around. I've been looking at chat too much.
Right, let's do this. Leave it to Ryan.
Good luck, everyone.
How good are we?
Just that if I could
The reason
do
I believe the
it.
dev said
I know I
that
can.
Ruby didn't have an artist or art style to go
I
for.
feel
Really.
like we can beat
I've
anything.
some people say that, and I really don't like that sentiment. Like claiming that this isn't an art style bugs me, because this is like I said, this looks just like Final Fantasy 12 basically. Uh-oh. I know that music. Get out of here, mining Patrick Chev. God, this song's so good.
This isn't going well.
I can't.
Okay. Oh no, that's just the music getting even more dire. Uh-oh.
I can't go on.
Huh? Oh, it's because of the poison. Right. They wanted to give the first game a more unified look. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. They wanted to unify it more. So they arrived at something that works a lot better. Although, the bump in the visual style did mean that the definitive edition has like a terrible resolution. Xenoblade 2 I know was super anime because the director said they wanted to do the exact opposite of the first game in tone and style because he didn't want to get complacent. Yeah, that's fair. Xenoblade 2 seems really good. That sounds right. It's always fun to learn about the stylistic choices that were deliberate or actually made because no one knew what they were doing at the time. Yeah, I mean, that does be how it be. Xenoblade 3, I think, has the best art style. It's not even super anime like 2, but I think which I think went way too far. 3 is very grounded. IMO has the most realistic and emotive characters at that. 3 strikes me as a middle ground between 2 and 1, which is fitting considering what happens in that game. Yeah, 2 is too far on the other end, especially the guest artists trying to fit their stuff in, and it clashes all over the place. I think that works fine for a gacha game, honestly. Can't wait to see how X handles the armor designs and the allies. Xenoblade X, I definitely support getting its look smoothed over because that game can get real ugly. Oh, they targeted me, okay.
Backslash! Come on! Aura! We can definitely do this! Wow, down! How good are we? Now it's right time.
I feel
Bring it on! Come on! Yeah! You like that? Right. Nice one!
I want to try too.
Leave it to Ryan.
Everything's gone.
Man, everyone's health is so low except for Ryan.
Right.
We can definitely do this!
I feel stronger.
I can feel the power!
Gotta concentrate. Gotta
Let's
focus.
go!
Oh, learn another art.
I can do it.
I'm at least getting stronger. It's making it for all the side quests I
Let's
didn't
not
do.
lose our heads, though.
Man, what were they thinking sending Ryan to do this on his own? What would he even do? Yeah, is that like a scripted path? Why do they go there in like a line? Okay, this time I will not go near mining Petrikov. Petrushev.
Everyone, let's go! This one's mine.
I'm gonna go all out.
Aura! Whoa! Now it's right time. All right, wow, I'm feeling it, yeah!
Shoot! That was great.
Ooh, blossoming friendship. I got something.
Glory. Everyone,
Something happened there.
we're the best. bunch of jokers.
What a bunch of
Let's
jokers.
press on and on and on.
Well, so Xenoblade Chronicles didn't have like a like I don't want to say concept artist. I don't think that's quite right, but they didn't have something like the person who like makes the designs for characters before they get into the modeling phase. They had an artist who made the art based on the models that the dev team made. And if you really look closely at like Shulk's design, it is kind of just like crazy and all over the place and kind of just making it up as you go.
Are these the Magmel ruins?
Haven't you been here before?
So yeah, I feel like there's a
The
like a
defense force
Magmal
often uses
ruins
it
in
for
like
training.
Final Fantasy Crystal
But I come here
Chronicles
to
or
do
something.
research. It's not really a place that people go.
Oh hey,
Not
Onyx Summon, thanks
surprising.
for the raid.
There are monsters around here that use mech-on parts.
We're
as armor.
Xenoblading.
Was this built by the Mechon?
Chaos. Did you kill
I don't
Chaos?
think so. There's a path for people to get in. It might have been a vehicle of
Hello,
some kind.
Like the defense force
The jobs
hover
row.
transports.
A
An
vehicle?
emotional stakes.
But it's so
I'm picking up a
big.
theme of chaos
It's amazing
in this
technology.
raid.
I wonder what kind of people made it.
I
Chaos?
ain't got a clue.
Let's keep moving. The ether cylinders are up ahead.
Right.
Nintendo announcing this series has sold over 7 million units is great news to me. Each game has sold around 2 million, with 3 ahead by around 1 million. Yeah, no, I was saying at the start of this, like, it's insane how Nintendo tried to bury this game so much. And then, like, despite everything, despite their best efforts to kill it, Xenoblade is super successful and Monolith Soft is carrying Nintendo on their shoulders now. Do I want to risk fighting a level 7 Buniv? Chaos is a really good fight. Yeah. If I remember right, in the Pixel Remastered, they kept the thing from the later version of the game where they gave Chaos like way more health. And like, cause like, if I remember right, in the NES version, Chaos has like a pretty low amount of health. Like, you might have run into this, cause like, the rematches against the 4 Fiends can be really easy because they have their NES health. And so like, you can take them out in a couple hits. Versus like, Chaos is more of a real fight. He lives multiple 1k attacks. Yeah, I think, I want to say he had like a couple thousand health in the original, and then he had like 10,000 health or something like that in the every version after. It's wild that Monolith has become with the setbacks and rug pulling they got. They literally base their company around rejecting overworking culture of Japan, and they try to hire more diverse staff actively, and they allow their staff to pitch ideas, and they understand how to use hardware the best somehow. Yeah, I mean, shockingly, when you don't burn your employees to a crisp and then like lose them out and have to train new people, you end up with a pool of talented people who enjoy doing work and make good stuff for you. It's crazy. Many executives hate this idea. Wait, 720, where am I supposed to go? That's really far away. You're right, it never will catch on. There's no proof that happy, skilled employees create good products. That's never happened before. Where's this pointing me? Don't think the map's going to tell me, but I'm really curious. Oh, there we go. Small thing I appreciate about this game is other than that other games like Final Fantasy 15 could take notes on that you just run to these dots and collect items. I don't know why so many games insist on making you press a button to pick up the like random resources and stuff. Just let me touch them. It's common lies to steal your worker energy. It's true. If you lose all your worker energy, you won't be able to lift yourself up. By your bootstraps, of course. You need a lot of strength because you have to defy gravity to do that. Xenoblade 2 is made by 40 people in a year or so. That's insane. That's like the same amount of people that made Sonic Frontiers. Seventh and eighth got weird with that, with item pickup. What even started that? I feel like in some cases it comes from a sense of like we need to be more grounded and realistic. Like we need to make it so that when you pick something up, you're really picking it up. You can really feel like you're bending down and picking up some random useless piece of garbage. This was the wrong way, wasn't it? Yep, slightly. Yeah, well, the thing is, like, Final Fantasy 15 was definitely chasing that same kind of thing. It's not going for Red Dead specifically, but like, Final Fantasy has been chasing Western AAA games specifically for a while now. Like, I think with Final Fantasy 15 and to a lesser extent 16, you can see that, like, Square Enix really wants to be Assassin's Creed. Like, 15 literally has the Assassin's Creed Festival, but, like, I feel like they look at that and they go, like, this is what we should be. We should be able to make like, annualized franchises with that sell 15 million units and are Assassin's Creed. And the thing is, I think there actually is like a bit of a through line between Assassin's Creed and Kingdom Hearts, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, you do, I think, see a lot of trend chasing in recent Final Fantasy. Even I think you can see like the outline of it in as early as like 13. I feel like 13 has like some moving away from Final Fantasy, moving towards Western trend stuff. And so then, and that's why we get back to the main point. That's why you can pick up stuff with the X button in Final Fantasy 15. Because of that. Final Fantasy's always tried to be a pseudo-action game. I mean, they've always tried to add more and more action elements. And, like, Final Fantasy has never been a static franchise. It always has moved around a lot. Wow, wait, I'm really far away now. What's going on? Where am I supposed to be going? What? Okay, this should be fine. I can just go down from here. Or up. I mean, yeah, Final Fantasy, honestly, I think it'd be hard for Final Fantasy to be soulless because, like, if anything, Final Fantasy games are a lot like Sonic, where they're more likely to be a mess than they are to be bland or bad or anything like that. Like Final Fantasy 15, I will criticize it from here and back. Sure, let's go with that. I will criticize 15 a lot. I have all kinds of problems I can bring up about it. But like, at the end of the day, it's an okay game. And like, its problem comes from trying to be too much. It doesn't come from them not trying or them cutting back on ambition. It's just too ambitious. It's hard to say. There's a lot of things I could call 15, but I couldn't call it soulless because it's too weird. Like Final Fantasy 15, you go to campsites and you draw magic out of these rocks that are nearby in order to craft grenades. Like, that's not a focus-tested idea. That's weird. Like, you can't cast a fireball spell. You have to create a fireball grenade. And, like, depending on how you create it, you could make something that engulfs the entire field and burns all of your allies to a crisp. Who knows? Wish Light 15 and go back and finish it someday. To be entirely honest, if you already didn't like it without finishing it, 15 is kind of a game that gets worse the more time you spend with it. Like, I came out of 15 saying this was great, good experience, I had a lot of fun with it, and then I kept up with all the patches, and I really grew to dislike that game. 15 has a great ending, yeah. No, 15 has a fantastic ending. Imagine how good it would be if it was even slightly earned. Imagine if the relationship between the characters they wanted to be sad about was at all focused on at any point in anything other than the ending. That would be insane. That would be unprecedented. Like, 15 is like if you had the ending of Crisis Core, but like Zack wasn't really in the game. Oh, Jake Jack Joe, thanks. Wow, 2 raids in one night. That's crazy. Thanks for the raid. Yeah, it's like Crisis Core if like Zack wasn't a character in it. Like, you just it's, I guess, no, I couldn't even say it's like if Final Fantasy VII just randomly cut to that, because that's not even really the full thing. Because like 7 on its own is a great story, but like 15 is such a mess that like I have regularly brought up the idea on like Twitter and stuff of like, what is Final Fantasy 15 about? And there's no good answer, because there are themes that people can present you. I've had people say, oh, Final Fantasy 15 is about brotherhood. And then the thing is that you can take that and say, okay, if Final Fantasy 15 is about brotherhood, why are Noctis's brothers not at all relevant to the finale? And then, or you can say like, oh, it's about the tragic romance of Noctis and Lunafreya. And then you can say, okay, but then why do Lunafreya and Noctis never speak to each other once in the entire game? And then you say, oh, well, it's about a legacy and Noctis's father. And you say, okay, then why was Noctis's father killed off screen at the start of the game and then not mentioned again until the very end? Wish the RNA and Lunafreya DLCs came out. Well, they did. You can experience those DLCs whenever you want through the Final Fantasy 15 novel. Okay, hold on. What am I doing wrong here? How have I not reached this goal? Like, it's just right there, right? Or is it up? Because it's about conforming to destiny. Yeah, no, I've said that so many times. 15 is explicitly about putting your faith in the gods and trusting the prophecy and doing your duty and sacrificing yourself for the greater good and never questioning it. And then you just do that and then you get a happy ending and that's that. Except then the DLC goes, actually, Bahamut was evil. Surprise! And like the thing is, people were like, "Oh man, what a dumb rug pull," but I totally get it. I think that there's plenty of material within 15 that support Bahamut being the villain, because they are the villain of like 5 other Final Fantasy games. Yeah, the game never frames him as evil, but like it within the meta context of Final Fantasy, he is evil. He is authority and fate and blind obedience and all kinds of stuff that Final Fantasy is usually super against. All right, I'm right next up to the flag, but I'm way too low. You know, it takes a lot of skill to swim like this, holding your sword on your back and swimming with one arm. That's crazy. I am baffled that they released the Arden DLC knowing that the rest of the DLC was cancelled. Because that DLC is one of the most insane bummer endings to go on, where it recontextualizes the entire game to say the villain actually did literally nothing wrong. They were completely and utterly faultless to an absurd degree, and the people you thought were good were actually terrible people who abused the system for their own gain. And you died for them, and you did that never knowing that that was the case. This never came to light because the DLC didn't get fully made. You have to go through the cave to get to that marker. Oh wait, Tephra Cave? I must have gotten distracted because they did the thing where it says to use fast travel, so I thought, oh, okay, I'll just go back. But that might have been wrong. Man, for everything else that loads super slow in this game, that the menu takes so long to pop up, the fast travel is instant. The idea is interesting that they fumbled super hard. Well, the thing is, like, the reason that they fumbled so hard is because the Final Fantasy 15 was defined by chasing fan feedback, and that was it. Like, 15 already had an identity crisis because it wasn't the game it was meant to be. Tetsuya Nomura has already done a better job making an essay about this than I could. But like, yeah, 15 already had its problems, but then it just compounded on itself because they decided that this was going to be a game where the fans can decide the direction things go. People said, well, we want Final Fantasy 15 to have a happier ending because we don't like how characters died at the end. And so director Hajime Tabata said, don't worry, we'll give you a happy ending. And then lost so much money making the DLC that it all got cancelled. And then we ended up on the biggest bummer in maybe all of Final Fantasy. Want to make a pseudo guess? Yeah, it's weird because like it doesn't have the right stuff to be a games as a service because it was just a bunch of free updates and like some very cheap DLC.
Everyone, let's go!
I'm gonna go all out.
Leave it to Ryan.
Well, this camera's not doing me any favors.
That's gotta hurt.
Fiora! Yeah, that's it! Yeah, nice going!
I'm gonna go all out.
All right!
Stronger.
Kind of thematic, not gonna lie. You're gonna have to be more specific.
How good are we?
Because there were a lot of themes that just went through that conversation.
Just one more finish. Yeah! You like that? Right.
That was great!
Right, you're a lifesaver. Eat this! We haven't lost yet! Come on! Alright, I'm feeling it!
Butterfly!
Now it's right time! Splitter!
Saved me.
This really ain't Backslash!
Wall side. Oh god, you're level 9. Get me out of
We
here.
can definitely do this!
I'm sorry.
Hooray! I actually made it out for once. Okay, I gotta take a quick break.